champion, outriding champions, the brothers from the Motto Willow family. Here we go, heat number 1. Gage Flad gauges his stride into that 4-barrel with Prairie Dog, Oilfield Cleaning, and Cascade, Sutter, DJ, Pioneer Off-Road in, Todd McCracken, Obsidian on 2, and Dale Young, Tire Pro, rolling into that number 1 GMC barrel. Heat number 1, place your bets. There's the horn, and they're off. Outriders load up and mount up, and here they come. 4 wagons have cast their fate to the figure 8, and there goes Gage Flad, Prairie Dog, and Cascade to the outside. But look at that rail grabber. That is Dale Young. He's got Tire Pro rolling around that rail position with about a horse length lead over Gage Flad and Prairie Dog Oilfield. Tucked in behind them, rookie DJ DeSutter and Pioneer Off-Road off the rail by 2, and he's got company closing ground, and that is Todd McCracken, Obsidian Energy. Barrels are up, I believe, and Outriders are in hot pursuit. They must finish within 150 feet of their respective lead team at the wire to avoid a late second outriding penalty. And as we go into that 3rd turn, Dale Young still hangs on to that lead. Tire Pro, they're leaders in the industry. Dale's got them leaders into that 3rd turn as he rounds the corner, but he's got company coming. As I said, Gage Flad, Prairie Dog Oilfield Cleaning. Is he going to clean house in the Hub International Homestretch Drive? You're about to find out. The louder you cheer, the quicker they'll get here. Gage Flad and Prairie Dog looking out of the hole in the inside, opens them up a notch. Dale Young and Tire Pro rolling in behind to be second, and at the wire, it'll be Gage Flad, Prairie Dog Oilfield winning his first heat of his career with Dale Young rolling in. And look at this, Todd McCracken and Obsidian just ahead of DJ DeSutter and Pioneer Off-Road Tournier. Back from the Duck Lake Dynasty. And Troy Flad will feature Ethan Motto-Willow, the reigning world champion, and Rory Armstrong, a 3rd-generation outriding star. There's Troy Flad, CIMS. Evan McGee is in on Lennox on that beautiful Summit Fleet number 2 barrel. It's Josh Herenick and LO Marketing and Roger Moore. The gangsters are here on the GMC barrel. Heat 2, quiet on the set. Whoa, big fella. Easy, Josh. There's the horn, and they're off. A great start right across the board as they cast their fate again. Oh, my goodness. We got a barrel down with Evan McGee, but he gets out of town just ahead of Josh Herenick and LO Marketing. Josh can get to that rail, looking over his shoulder as Roger Moore closes ground with the gangsters. Help this outrider get on. 1, 2, 3, jump. There you go. Helps every time. Let's take him into that 2nd turn, and it is Evan McGee and Fluid Pro Oilfield. Now, he's got a barrel down. That's going to cost him 5 seconds. Josh Herenick, LO Marketing and Design, he might have some penalties tagged on him too. So Roger Moore is making a run. He's 3rd and challenging Josh Herenick for 2nd as they head to the quarter pole out there in that 3rd turn. And then you go back to Troy Flad, CIMS Corporation, all but 1 outrider sitting up there in position. The other dude better hope he's riding a great grandson of Secretariat to catch this operation. And here he comes, Evan McGee. Fluid Pro Oil Field Services, looking for that tree line, Well Services finish line, and he lines them up. Best of company by 2 as he tights to that rail. And Evan McGee and Fluid Pro opens him up another notch. Josh Herenick, too little, too late. Josh has got company. Roger Moore with the dash to the inside will be 3rd at that tree line, Well Services finish line. And Troy Flad, CIMS, rolls in to be 4th in heat number 2. Gillibry, a 4th-generation wagon kid, and Tyson Watson, and Cruz Bensmiller with Hayden Motto-Willow and Rory Armstrong. There's your lineup of outriders and drivers as Cruz Bensmiller cruises on into town. He's going to do a lot of work in the movies in the off-season. In his rookie year, he qualified for the finals over there in Bonneville. And tonight, Cruz comes to the Wrangler 4-barrel alongside on that Lennox barrel. We find Jordy Fike in full force. Kirk Sutherland takes the Summit Fleet barrel. And Troy Dorchester on the number 1 GMC barrel. Heat number 3. Quiet on the set, please. There's the horn, and the charge is underway, and a quick start for Captain Kirk. Reactor Services off that number 2 Summit Fleet barrel. Beam me up, Scotty. I want to win this race, but he's got 3 wagons wheel to wheel as they fly into that first turn. Kirk Sutherland tucks him to the rail with Reactor Services, causes a reaction on the outside as Jordy Fike and Full Force Ventures takes the full lead by almost a horse length into that second turn. Cruz Bensmiller, Bonnet's Energy Group cruising around the outside, and Troy Dorchester, Pure Chem Services tucked in behind with some outriders about to put the pass on him. Now they go into that backstretch, mid-stretch run, and you'll find Jordy Fike, Full Force Ventures. But the guy on the inside, Captain Kirk Sutherland, he's got that rail. Does it pay off on a heavy drying track? We're about to find out as Jordy Fike hangs on to that lead with Full Force Ventures and sets him up for the home stretch drive. Oh, Grande Prairie, it's your turn to come alive. Around they come in the Hub International home stretch run. To the inside, it's Captain Kirk. To the outside, it's Jordy Fike. Rain to rain like a runaway freight train. Jordy's got it. Kirk's got it. They're going back and forth. And here comes Cruz Bensmiller. But at the wire, it is going to be Jordy Fike by a nose over Captain Kirk. And Cruz Bensmiller right there, close third by only a couple of hundredths of a second. Troy Dorchester rolls in over that. Ethan Matawillo and Brendan Nolan from the Purple Prince organization out there in Saskatchewan. You'll remember his papa, Vern Nolan. Here comes Dean Drager. He draws in with Dustin Gorst on the Lennox barrel. Dayton Sutherland to that Summit Fleet 2-barrel, and Lane Flad. Sniper Services on 1 for GMC. Heat 4. Quiet on the set, please. There's the horn, and they're off. A quick start it is for the Diamond. Dayton Sutherland off that 2-barrel, but here comes Lane Flad to the inside, Dean Drager to the outside, and Dustin Gorst up the middle. 4 wagons across the track. You could cover them with a blanket of the head, eastbound and down, with the sunshine on their backs and the dust in the faces of the outriders. It's a picture-perfect Thursday night at the Grande Prairie Stampede and the rail grabber. Lane Flad, Sniper Services, hangs on to that lane, hangs on to that lead by not for long and not for much. Here comes Dean Drager from the outside, and up the middle he's got company in his pesky nephew Dayton Sutherland and Dustin Gorst. And what a finish this is going to be. Outriders looking good. We're almost to the quarter pole, and Lane Flad, Sniper Services, he's looking for some outriders to come along. He's got them looking good. Over his right shoulder, however, is that big lead team as Dean Drager and Regulators Oilfield put the pressure on, and here they come, setting up for the Hub International Homestretch Drive. Grande Prairie, it's your turn to come alive. Lane Flad to the inside, Dean Drager to the outside, Dayton Sutherland to the middle of the pack, and Dustin Gorst in behind. But at the wire, it is young Lane Flad, and Sniper Services shoots him out of the water with Dean Drager in hot pursuit. And Dayton Sutherland and Dustin Gorst complete the field in the Peace Country's connection to the world with great programs and promotions on all year long. DJ King, he was in 5 finals over there in the 23 CPCA Tour last year. 5 times a finalist, including the Lloyd Finals qualifier. DJ's career goes back to when he retired from the NHL. Preston Faithful in, Todd Baptiste and Ole's Trading, and Tough Drager, Compass Access. Heat number 5 about to come alive. Quiet on the set. There's the horn, and they're off. 3 out of 4 at least. We've got Stall with Tough Drager on the 1-barrel. Lead team not cooperating, and now there goes DJ King. Grande Prairie Airport liftoff, runway 4. Preston Faithful, M&H to the inside of him, and Todd Baptiste, Ole's Trading Post to the inside of them, and a 3-wagon race as Tough Drager and Compass Access Solutions looking for a solution to access that track. But his lead team's turning around looking at him, and that's a sick feeling. Tough luck for Tough here tonight. We pick him up out of that second turn into the backstretch run. Preston Faithful, the hottest rookie race at the Calgary Stampede. He was involved in it last year but wound up second. He's got that lead handled, and now they're making the move. Go for it, Tough. They're just getting into the third turn. I think you can catch him. Now, look at this guy. Preston Faithful, M&H end up. He's got the lead by a length, and he has got DJ King in hot pursuit. Grande Prairie Airport flanking him around the outside with Todd Baptiste and Ole's Trading Post in the back, and here they come for the Hub International Home Stretch Drive. The louder you cheer, the quicker we'll get here. Preston Faithful, M&H end up, and here comes DJ King from the blue line to the center line to the blue line. Can he score? Oh, he can't get to the net because, Preston Faithful beat him by a nose at the wire. The tree line finishes wire, and it's Junior, because I nicknamed his papa Glenn Ridgedale, Speedy Gonzalez, the year that he broke the track record at the Calgary Stampede. Here comes Speedy Gonzalez Jr. He traveled up here with the Western Chuck Wagon Association back a few years ago, won 3 show titles. He's going to that number 4 Wrangler barrel with Darcy Fladd alongside Kimber's Creation. His papa Herm, a champion here in the late 90s. Chance Bensmiller, another second-generation champion. His papa Buddy, a champ. Ken Sargent on 2 and Doug Irvine. Swab Pro on 1. Heat number 6. Let's do it. Whoa. The horn sounds and the charge is underway, and here comes Cody Ridgedale, Speedy Gonzalez Jr. Hold the screen door open, Grandma, I'm leaving town, and he gets out there to take the lead away from Chance Bensmiller and Ken Sargent Buick GMC. Then you go back to Doug Irvine and Swab Pro, and they're all strung out like a freight train. The caboose is Darcy Fladd and Kimber's Creation, and the engine is Cody Ridgedale and O'Cheese Business and Development. But here comes the challenge. Here comes Rip. Chance Bensmiller, let her rip, chip, dip. He's coming inside of Cody Ridgedale's wagon, and they are about to duel it out into that third turn. In behind by 2 lengths, you'll find Doug Irvine and Swab Pro being challenged on the outside by Darcy Fladd and Kimber's Creation, and Darcy's going flat out, but has he got enough speed you need to take the lead? We're about to find out. The 4th and final turn is in their stride, and it is Chance Bensmiller and Ken Sargent Buick GMC that's taking the lead in the Hub International home stretch. And here comes Doug Irvine to the inside. Here comes Cody Ridgedale to the outside. Look at Doug Irvine, Swab Pro. He's opened him up a notch, and Doug Irvine is going to be a close second behind Chance Bensmiller and Ken Sargent GMC, with Cody Ridgedale to the outside, and Darcy of Ethan Matawillo, the reigning world champion, and Mitch and Heather's son, Weston Sutherland, who was awarded the top rookie outrider last year. Here comes Mitch. CDN Controls heads to that number 4 Wrangler barrel. He was a High River champion, Drumheller champion, reserve Calgary champion a few years ago. Chance Thompson will join him on the Lennox barrel with Thatchwood. Chance Fladd and Astro Oilfield on the Summit Fleet barrel, and Kurt Bensmiller, Summit Fleet, on the number 1 GMC barrel. Heat 7, quiet on the set. Whoa, Mitch. There's the horn, and they're off to a quick start right across the board as Outriders get their jobs done, and here they come, southbound, out of town, and it is Kurt Bensmiller, the Duke of Newberry. Summit Fleet, leaders in the industry, leaders on the track for the moment. He's got pressure from Mitch Sutherland, CDN Controls on the outside, and look at him go at it, wheel to wheel, banging a little steel into that second turn as they burn up the dirt, and in behind, Chance Fladd and Astro Oilfield Rentals. He looks back another 2 1/4 lengths to find Chance Thompson and Thatchwood Ventures. Thatchwood, that is. And look at this, midway down the backstretch, the run in the sun, and Kurt Bensmiller, Summit Fleet, opens him up by a 1/2 length lead over Mitch Sutherland, CDN Controls, and now the Mosley Bumblebee, Chance Fladd, Astro Oilfield. He's closing ground with every stride as they glide into that final turn. And here he comes. Are you ready for another thriller from Bensmiller? It is the Duke of Newberry, Kurt Bensmiller, Summit Fleet, leading the industry, leading the Hub International home stretch drive. They're not going to catch the Duke of Newberry tonight. Summit Fleet with the victory. Kurt Bensmiller by a 1/2 length over Chance Fladd. Oh, the race for 3rd and 4th. Almost a tie between Mitch Sutherland and Chance Thompson. And that is how you reach the summit. Right. Find Trey McGilvery and Jory Bronken, who is a neighbor of Ross and Gale out there in St. Wolberg, Saskatchewan. I'm proud to work on the barn crew and horse training crew. Ross Knight, RT Reynolds Inn, Chris Molly, friends of Circle M, Luke Turnier and Padernes, and Ray Crotto Jr., Tech Group Heat number 8. Don't be late. There's the horn in there, off, and a good one it is. Look at this start. As Outriders get the job done, here comes the Rainbow to the inside with Ray Crotto Jr. And look at Chris Molly, friends of Circle M Stables, circles around the outside of Ray Crotto Jr. And in back of the pack, you find Ross Knight, RT Reynolds, 3 wide to the outside, running third, and Lightning Luke Tournier and Paderni's driven to excel from start to finish. It ain't over yet. We're into that second turn. I love the sunshine on the Rainbow and not a cloud in the sky. It's looking good for Ray Crotto Jr. as he guides him midway through the backstretch run in the sun. But it's Chris Molly and friends of Circle M that are hanging in there, stride for stride. And to the outside, you'll find things happening in a hurry. To the outside, you'll find Ross Knight, and he's got company in his old neighbor, and that's Lightning Luke Tournier. And Paderni's, he's going to need some running room. He's got a finishing team, and he's threading the needle as a chuck wagon tsunami chases Ray Crotto Jr. down the Hub International home stretch drive. Grand Prairie, it's your turn to come alive. Here comes Ray Crotto. The Rainbow is out, and that sun is shining. The son of Bert Crotto gets this one by 2. Look at Lightning Luke. He comes through to be second with Paderni's. And Chris Molly just inches ahead of Ross Knight in an exciting and well-driven heat number 8. These boys, Hayden and Ethan, both world champions. And Hayden and Ethan are in line to win another one, I'm sure. Lane McGilvery with he and his wife Lorena's son, Trey McGilvery, and Brendan Nolan, and Chad Fike with Cale Ageness and Tyler DeSutter. Here he comes with Tomco Group, alongside Lane McGilvery and Karen Controls, alongside of Aubrey Mattawillow and Dynamic Energy, and Wade Salmon, VJV on 1. Heat number 9 is in line. There's the horn, and the charge is underway, and it's a quick one. Chad Fike, Tomco Group of Companies, southbound, out of town, gets to the lead, but he's got company in the inside as things tighten up. The rail grabber, Wade Salmon, VJV Livestock Marketing from that number 1 barrel. And now Chad Fike out in front with Tomco Group has room to take him to the rail. Everybody else must trail. Wade Salmon, a closing second with VJV Livestock Marketing. But look out, that Hoadley Hornet, Aubrey Mattawillow, is sandwiched in the middle of Wade Salmon, and to the outside, Lane McGilvery, as Aubrey Mattawillow splits the difference there. It's the chuck wagon tsunami that rolls in behind the wall of wagons that chase Chad Fike into that third turn with the Tomco Group of Companies. Outriders are looking good. Barrels are up, and Chad Fike, winning his first show of his career last year, is gunning for the money tonight. Tomco Group of Companies, industry leaders, track leaders tonight as they point him southbound to the tree line. Well Services finish line. He's looking back for yellow shirts. They're coming. It's looking good. Chad Fike and Tomco Group of Companies blows them away at the tree line. Well finish line, 2 1/4 lengths ahead of VJV's Wade Salmon, just ahead of Karen Measurement and Controls Lane McGilvery, followed by Dynamic Energy and Aubrey Mattawillow. I talked to his wife Bree this afternoon on text, and she said, yeah, he's feeling pretty good. Got a bit of a headache, but he's ready to rock and roll, and that was good news. Here comes Chance in Sundown Oil Field. He won Rocky Mountain House last year. He cleaned house at the Panuca Stampede. He's in with Evan Salmond, de Havilland on 3, the Lennox Barrel, Jamie Labicane, Wild Rose and Compression to the Summit Fleet 2-barrel, and Jason Glass, Birchcliff on 1 for GMC. Heat 10, quiet on the set. There's the horn, and they're off to a great start as the big 4 cast their fate to the figure 8, and here they go. Jamie Labicane off the 2-barrel in the middle of the track. Jason Glass, Birchcliff Energy on the rail. To the outside, Chance Vegan and Sundown Oil Field. To the backside, Evan Solman and de Havilland Aircraft clear the runway. He's just warming up the afterburners. Look at this race on the front end. Jamie Labicane, Wild Rose Pumps and Compression. He's got some hot commodities on either side of him. At his left elbow is that big wheel team of Jason Glass and Birchcliff Energy tight to the rail. 3 wide to the outside is Chance Vegan Sundown Oil Field, dropping back on wagon lengths to be third, and Evan Salmon de Havilland Aircraft 4 lengths back of the leader, trying to close some ground, and now the checkerboards are starting to make a move. You make enough moving checkers, you get to be king, and right now Jason Glass is king of the 4th turn as Birchcliff Energy and Jason Glass rounds the turn on a burn and points him for the tree line. Wells Services finish line with Jamie Labacane and Wild Rose. Pumps and compression, putting the pressure on Jason Glass. Look at Labacane open him up. At the wire, it's going to be Jamie Labacane by a horse length over Birchcliff Energy's Jason Glass. It's Chance Vegan rolling in a horse length ahead of de Havilland Aircraft's Evan Solmond, and that's a wrap, and he